Hello there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is Victoria Radiant Moon Tarot, and we're doing your November 2023 money and career reading. If you're, thank you, new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. So the month of November should be a little bit gentler than October, but of course we are in your season here, Scorpio. So this does tend to bring with it a little bit of intense energy. You're probably dealing with some aftermath energies of whatever's been going on in your world in October. This is where you might make some important decisions. Things may settle down a little bit for you, or you might be really embracing the life changes that you have started or that you've made decisions on previously. So this could be a fairly active month for you, but it's a great month to really live by the motto, live and let live, right? So just stay in your lane, leave, don't worry about what other people are doing, because we do have a little bit of meddlesome energy that may come in here this month for you, especially probably in your workplace. And this can be where you might find that there's some gossipy people around you. Maybe people want to get all up in your business a little bit, and you're like, that's not any of your business. Thank you very much. Maybe they're trying to poke around to figure out what your salary is, or, oh, what was that meeting about that you just had? That kind of thing. So this can bring about some very intense energies, but just be aware of people, really kind of meddling in your affairs. Stay in your lane, okay, in that. Put up some boundaries there if you don't have them already. You may find, and this is really mostly prevalent mid-month, you may find that you have people around you that want to compete with you as well. And, maybe they want to compete for what you have, or maybe they compete with you for attention, right? Or, to get noticed by people or something. So this can be where that jealousy and envy does come along as well. But we do have an energy of a competition, and you can use this to your favor if you are looking to make any changes, change your job or anything like that, or if there's something that you really want. This energy can really help you in that regard. All right, so just a little bit of interesting energy. Take advantage of the new moon in your sign that occurs on the 13th of November. Very important day for you, setting those intentions, setting those goals, turning over a new leaf, right? And hopefully even for some of you, getting what you want. So we've got the Emperor coming out here for you. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's not such a bad thing with that one in reverse. We've got the Empress in reverse as well. All right, we don't really want the Empress in reverse, but that's okay. We've got the Ace of Swords, Strength, right in the heart of your reading. Lover's card coming out for you. Ten of Wands, King of Wands, and we've got the Four of Wands. Okay, so a little bit of up and down in the month ahead. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the shadow side. This is actually the Devil card, so dealing with things that are a little bit challenging. People not playing nice in the sandbox with that one. All right, but the shadow side, the Devil energy, has to do with our shadow side, looking at the things that have control over us in some way. This is our habits, our patterns, behaviors, the way we deal with people. Can represent people in your life that are not necessarily on the same page as you, right? So there might be some dishonesty, some lies, some manipulation, that kind of energy coming in there as well. Yay, right? But we already kind of know that a little bit. Okay, so with this particular energy, at the bottom of the deck, this can be a confirmation that yes, there might be some gossipy energy around you. There might be people that want to compete with you for some reason. And when people want what you have, they quite often take some underhanded means at that. Be very aware of scammers in that energy. This is also, those people who are really trying to find out some information, right? And they might not be, the best people to be around. So again, someone you might need to avoid there. But this is also a month for you where you're really maybe having a look at your belief systems around money, your habits around money, your spending habits. We do have Saturn, who is ending the retrograde. Saturn's been in retrograde for a bit, and Saturn is now going direct. And when Saturn goes direct, this is where something comes to light, those life lessons that we've learned. So perhaps some of you are learning something and applying that knowledge to your money and to your work life. And, maybe, learning how to spend your money better or save your money a little bit better, maybe avoid situations in your workplace, right? That kind of thing. So Saturn really does bring those life lessons about. All right. But we do have, whenever we do have that double energy, we do need boundaries and perspective. So this is going to be a month for you, a very important month to not take everything at face value, right? Just make sure that if something may look really good, just make sure you ask all of those probing questions, because that energy, sometimes things aren't quite what they seem in that. It's like something might be really good, but there might be some sort of drawback to it, right? So we just need to be aware of that. It could be a brand new shiny job, right? And it's like, woohoo, I get a great paycheck and all this kind of stuff, but maybe you end up working really long hours to get that, right? So there's like a little bit of a trade-off there to get what you want in some way. Boundaries and perspective, very important in the month ahead. But we do start out with the month ahead a little bit topsy-turvy. We do have the Emperor in the upright, but then we've got the Empress in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse there as well. So the Emperor and the Empress, right? Matched couple there, okay? The divine feminine there with the Empress card. And we've got that Emperor energy with that masculine energy. So some of you here could be resolving issues in regards to money with a significant other. Right. So if you are partnered up with somebody, you might be resolving some issues. And with this Nine of Swords in reverse, this is like getting a little bit of relief or getting something off your chest. Normally the Nine of Swords in the upright is where we are very restricted, very stuck. We're all up in our head. We're, going around something like crazy, right? And we've got anxieties and we're not sleeping well and all that kind of stuff. So there could be something here where either you are taking very important charge of a situation, right? That Emperor energy, I am large, I'm in charge, I'm in control. So if something's been out of control, you're taking that control back in this energy. You could also be resolving some issues, talking about things in regards to your money resources, right? The Empress does bring us new beginnings. It's usually a very fertile energy, bringing growth and abundance, but also resources to us, right? Ruled by Venus, right? And this is where our money comes into play. So in this energy here, you could be turning over a page. You might have something that you need to address. It may be with a significant other, but it might not be. It could just be with you. It could be with a partnership, a business associate, business colleagues, right? That kind of thing. Some of you in this particular energy, you're like, I've gone as far as I can go and I'm not getting anywhere anymore. So you might be looking for a little bit of a change in that energy, right? So if you've been really committed to your work life, right? The Emperor, right? Big boss man kind of energy. And, there's just something here is just not going anywhere, or something that needs to be corrected, or something that needs to be changed. And some of you are looking at the new. I've gone as far as I can go. I've earned as much money as I can make, and I need more. I've got some other things that I want to do, because the Emperor has a plan, right? So you might have like this life plan here and you're like, but I can't execute that plan where I currently am. So something may need to really come to light. You might need to get something out in the open and make some significant change in that regard. But some of you could also be dealing with, again, family issues, right? You're balancing your household budget because there's something here that's not quite aligned for you. Okay. Or you're not getting what you want, right? Or maybe we're just spending money too fast in this energy. So there is an opportunity to turn things around, but we've got to do something new. Hence that devil energy at the back of the deck, right? Is our bad habits, our spending habits, right? Do we buy the things that we want and maybe neglect the things that we need, right? When we have that devil energy, it's like, okay, great. I got $100 in my bank account. It's another 4 or 5 days until I get paid. I really want this thing, but at the same time, I, kind of should probably put a few more groceries in the fridge and maybe some gas in the car, but I really want that thing, right? So are you going to give in to that temptation, or are you going to do the practical thing, right? So there's something here that you might want that you might not be able to get right now. But with that energy there, I do feel that you're seeing the light, that you're taking charge of your situation, whatever it happens to be, right? And you are looking for ways to turn things around. And with the Ace of Swords coming in here, this is an energy of new beginning, a fresh perspective. This is where we focus on what it is we want. We focus on making the right choices, the right changes. And this is a very powerful energy there with that Ace of Swords. This is where we have the big ideas, where we get clarity about things, right? Where we talk about things, we get things out in the open, and we're looking for a resolution. The aces are always that gift from the universe, right? A little bit of luck maybe on your side here as well. But the Ace of Swords, it's like, aha, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to say. If you are having, maybe talking about an old problem in a new way, right? Because that Ace of Swords brings about that new way of talking about things, or that new way of thinking about things, or that new way of deciding things in your life, right? We've got that clarity to do that, but it's like a fresh energy coming in here. So out with the old, right, and in with the new. But the Ace of Swords is the ace of the sword of fate, the sword of destiny. This is bringing us towards a successful conclusion, successful resolution, successful endeavor, okay, or just being that big old yes card, right? We do have the Strength card right in the heart of your reading, and this is Leo energy coming in here. And the Strength card speaks really mostly not necessarily to your physical strength, right? And your endurance. Granted, maybe there's something that you really do need to power through this month. The Devil card at the back of the deck, the Emperor card there, right? And you might be, you might be very, very busy trying to get things back on track this month, especially if you own your own business. Okay, some of you might be getting your own business off the ground, or expanding something that you already do. Some of you are maybe starting up your own business, new, right? New energy there. Or maybe some of you have some, are looking to make changes in exactly where you work or what you do for a living. Whatever it happens to be here, you've got the strength, the courage that you need to talk about things, to resolve difficult issues, to really, look at things in a way that benefits all parties, right? Benefits you, benefits other people in your life, especially if you share resources with anybody at all. I think here, this is where you're strengthening a bond, okay, and you're getting things back on track in this energy. So the Strength card is also that Leo energy. And this gives us, the power to endure. This puts us in the driver's seat. This really does speak to your confidence, but it also speaks to your energy of discernment. So knowing when to come out with full force, and knowing when to kind of take a kinder, gentler approach at things, especially if there's important issues that you need to talk about with people in your work life or people in your home life, and especially when it comes to matters of money, because money quite often tends to be a trigger for some people, right? And so this is where you might need to kind of take a different approach, a new approach at something to get the resolution that you're looking for, right? To get people on the same page, because part of this energy here may be that two people are not currently on the same page and you need to do something different to get yourself back on track, right? Because let's face it, if you do share money with anyone else, or if there's another person that impacts your finances in some way, maybe you've got money that comes in from an ex or something like that, right? We've got to pretty much be on the same page, and we have to come to some sort of agreement there in that. So some of you might have some little triggers to work through and some challenging conversations to have. But remember, with that Strength card there, we're strengthening things. We're strengthening our money. We're strengthening our ability to earn more income. If you are opening your own business, right, you've got the confidence and the courage that you need to succeed. Some of you are looking to break away from a partnership, possibly a partnership with a company, partnership with a department, and you're looking to make those changes. And I do feel like you've got a really positive outcome in this energy, right? But you've got some choices to make here. We've got the Lovers card with Gemini energy, and we do have a full moon in Gemini this month, and that is on the 27th. And it's a very interesting energy that's coming in there with that. So this can be where things come together. Lovers card, things coming together for you. This can also be where we're working through some anger, some fiery energy, because we do have an energy of the moon and Mars, right? And so in this, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of emotions that may come to the surface, and it's full moon energy, right? So something may wrap up for you, something may come to a conclusion for you, and for some of you, this can be where things part ways, right? You may let go of something. Full moons do bring about that conclusion of a cycle, right? And so in that, we might be letting things go, but I feel like there's letting things go for the better, letting go of anger, resentment, letting go of the need to control everything, in your energy. And for some of you, yes, you might be making a important decision to part ways with a company, a situation, a position that's not working for you at the moment, right? And this can be where it's not working for you financially, emotionally, physically. You might feel tired and drained. You might feel you've got an excess workload that maybe other people don't have. Maybe there's a lack of balance somewhere there, too much time spent at work, too much responsibilities, and you go home and you don't have time or energy to spend with your family, with your loved ones, with your friends, and this is like something's got to go. So I do feel like there are some stresses here in this month, in this energy, and you have some important choices to make, right? And some resolutions to figure out here in this energy, but I do feel like you're getting things back on track. We do have the 10 of Wands here. Tens, of course, is the abundance of the suit, and with the 10 of Wands, it's a fiery energy. We're keeping on moving through. We're keeping on putting one foot in front of the other. We're doing what we need to do to get things done in the world, right? And, but man, oh man, is it ever a stressful energy, right? You got a lot on your plate. You got a lot to deal with, and maybe you do have those important decisions. Some of you do have the weight of the world on your shoulders because maybe you don't have, especially if you run your own business, you might lose an employee this month, right? They might just up and quit, go for greener pastures kind of thing. You might be looking to expand your business a little bit or even do a startup, right? In that, and it's stressful, right? 10 of Wands, it's stressful. You got a lot of things to do, right? So you got to, do whatever it is you need to do to get yourself to where you need to be. So either as a little bit of a challenge in the month ahead, but again, a big turning point for you here as well. All right. The 10 of Wands is always a reminder about boundaries here with this, and about making sure that you're only taking on the responsibilities that are truly yours. This is where we do need to kind of give something back to other people. And so, you might feel as though you do have, a lot of responsibilities that are things that other people should be doing, especially in a workplace. This can be where, you do have like a lack of resources, right? We've got that Empress card in reverse, and you're not happy about this energy, right, in this thing. So you might really need to talk about that. The Ace of Swords, right? The swords are where we can kind of cut things out, cut things away. And if you have someone that you're working with, especially, right, that is not pulling their weight, they're skating by, they're like under the radar a little bit. We all have one of those people in our workplaces, right? The people who, how do they get away with that, right? Well, you might be dealing with that in some way, and you might need to actually really put a firm no in place. Pick up the slack for somebody. No, I need to get done my responsibilities. Thank you very much. This person needs to be responsible for themselves. This can also be your home as well, right? You might be the one that pays all the bills, or you might be the breadwinner of the family, that kind of thing. And so you might be trying to figure out, how do we restore a little bit more balance in here? How do we divvy up our bills and our financial responsibilities a little bit better, right? But whatever your situation is, the King of Wands is here, right? So not only do we have the King of Wands with this little fiery energy, we also do have that Emperor there as well, which is Aries energy, by the way. All right. And in this, you know, with the 10 of Wands, some of you are taking on more responsibilities because you want it, because you've earned it, you've worked for it, right? And, you know, so sometimes we do in this energy purposely take on, you know, a heavier workload, right? Or being responsible for other people. And the King of Wands is somebody who would be very confident, strength card, right? Very confident. And this can be your energy, right? Really being confident that, you know, and successful and masterful in this energy, right? You're excited to be where you are. And you're resolving issues, you're taking action, very action-oriented energy here in this. First we think and then we do is kind of what's coming out in this energy here. So some of you are getting that new job, you're celebrating your success. We do have the Four of Wands here, which is known as a higher level of commitment. And so some of you, you're taking a business to the next step, or you are, you know, you are stepping into a more of a leadership role, or you're taking on that big project. You're moving to a new job, perhaps in this energy, whatever it is, you are very much in charge in this energy, and it's an energy of success. You're feeling more motivated, you're feeling more energetic, right? Better than what we started the month out with. Okay, so you got all this fiery energy coming in as the month progresses, and I feel like you're feeling really good about where you are. And of course, some of you do have a little bit of a celebration to have, right? Because you're getting what you want, right? And it's all based on a very important conversation, Ace of Swords, that you may have. Now, the King of Wands can also be a person in your life, someone new or someone who you already know. And this person would likely be fairly successful in whatever it is they do. They are maybe someone that can give you a little bit of motivation or inspiration along the way. They might give you some advice. Especially they are linked back to the Emperor card in that energy. And so this can be somebody who maybe has some entrepreneurial advice for you. If you have your own business or you're looking to go out on your own, right? I want to be my own boss, right? And this could be a month for you where you're getting the answers that you need and you might be making an important choice. The Lovers card, partnerships, people coming together, a Gemini energy, communication, your thought processes, but also where we make choices, right? We decide what it is that we want. Right? Are things working for me? Do I need to do something different? How do I make more money? How do I stop bleeding my bank account dry? Right? Can I get on the same page with a person? Right? And, you know, so you might be seeking out some sort of advice there, and you might be getting some really good advice, right? From this person, because there's someone you trust and someone who is successful in their own right, in their own way. But the King of Wands is a very wonderful energy to have in your reading. And again, some of you are very much upping your game here in this, and you're expanding your earning potential. Okay, you may even have something come to fruition for you. Now, we do have that Strength card there again, right in the middle of your reading, and this being that Leo energy. And we do have things coming to fruition for some of you in the month ahead. And this can be where you have previously set some intentions or set some goals. And this might be where something really does come to light for you. Opportunity opens up, door opens up for you, okay? Or you really just feel that this might be the month where you can actually, you know, really take charge, right? And make some bold moves. But the Four of Wands here, beautiful energy. This is an energy of success. This is one of celebration. So some of you might be having some really good news. This is one of abundance as well, right? So some of you are getting some more money, or you are very much on track to making more money, right? So you've gotten what it is that you want, and it's a cause for celebration there in that energy. The Four of Wands is known as the 1111 card quite often, and this is where we can have new beginnings, or we can have improvements wherever we happen to be, and we're feeling good about our situation. We're feeling like we've got a good foundation, but this is also where you may have some sort of wish come true for yourself, something where you have set those intentions previously, and now it's like, yes, I've got what I've worked so hard to get. But this is also where you might be really figuring out what it is that you want. What do you want to change? Where do you see yourself headed? And you are setting some intentions and you're really positive about things. We have rest and rejuvenation coming in here. So just like we see with that 10 of Wands energy there, we've got the Empress in reverse, right? And, so in this energy, some of you really do need to take a bit of a break, okay? Or you need a little bit of relief in there. And this is confirming that. So, do you need to put up boundaries somewhere? Do you need to stop taking on other people's responsibilities? Perfect time for you to put up those boundaries. Okay. But also, a lot of you have been working really hard, and you need to remember that you also, okay, need that rest and rejuvenation. You need to take your lunch breaks. You need to take a little bit of time out for yourself, right? Because this is where we recharge our batteries, right? Kind of like rechargeable batteries you plug into the wall. We need to do that from time to time. Okay. So just remember to take care of yourself, take care of your own energy. We have the thinking woman coming in here as well. So some of you, this is your energy. The thinking woman, you're doing some research, you're getting some information, you're getting all of your ducks in a row, you're asking questions, you're gaining clarity on things, right? Is this a good investment? What does this job look like? How do I resolve this issue? How do we do this, right? So you might be doing a little bit of homework there in that energy. Some of you are considering maybe even how do I get more money? How do I make my money work for me rather than me working too hard for mine? And some of you with this energy might be contemplating going back to school or taking a course of some kind, right? It can be a day course. It can be something that's online that lasts a couple of weeks, or maybe it is something really more substantial than that. But this is where you've got this open mind and you're willing to learn and you're willing to do a little bit of research. But the thinking woman can also represent a person who may have some information for you. This may be somebody that is new in your life, or someone that you meet, and this person could give you some really good advice. They can, maybe help you with a business strategy, or, help you get your business off the ground, or, this person might be quite knowledgeable in the areas of investments, whatever it happens to be. This person can be someone very intellectual, probably fairly decently educated, or just wise to the ways of the world. And this can be a really good ally for you to have in your world. And it's card 47. 4 and 7 reduces to an 11, and we do have this influence with the 4 of Wands energy here. So we do have a little bit of new beginnings coming in here. We do have improvements coming in, but we also have some stability possibly being restored for some of you here as well. So really positive in that energy, but not without its challenges. We have new beginnings coming out for you with card number 1. I love that. What did we just say, right? So this new beginnings can be pretty much anything. Some of you, it's a new job. Some of you, it's a new approach to what you currently do for a living. For some of you, this is a new investment opportunity. For some of you, this is, a fresh start in life, right? Because some of you, right, with this Emperor and Empress in reverse there, right, you may have, a breakup or a personal situation there that, causes you to either need to really focus and get things back on track, because it does affect your money, right? Or this is where maybe you are heading out on your own, and this is where you've got all of these new things, right? You're now the breadwinner, right? You've got to get your finances under control, but it's a new beginning, a fresh start, and it is very intense energy, all right, but also quite rewarding in this. So whatever it is, there's some new beginnings there. It's even a new way of thinking, right, just in that energy. We also have health coming in here as well, all right, and the health energy can represent your personal, physical, emotional, spiritual even, also the health of your relationship with money, your bank account, right? All of these things. So it is important to focus here on financial health in the month ahead, and also your health and well-being in regards to how you do make your money, how you do make a living. Are you with the right person or the right company? Are you working with the right people? Are you in the right position, right? And, if any of those answers are no, this can be where you really are looking out to start something new or to find something a little bit better for yourself. Keep your options open. A very wise friend once told me, and she does move jobs from time to time, every couple of years, 2-3 years. The last one she's been in for quite a while because it just really feeds her soul. And the thing is, she's like, you know what? Never stop looking. Just because you are comfortable in a job right now doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't always something out there. You don't need to necessarily move a job every 6 months. It doesn't always look good on a resume, right? Because it looks like you're not stable whatsoever. But every couple of years or so, you know what? Put the feelers out there. Are you being paid what you're worth? Are you being paid market rate, right? Or are you being paid under that? And it's not a bad thing necessarily to embrace that element of change, because when you do change, we all know, just like the phone company or the cable company, companies do things to entice new people, and that's quite often how you can end up making a little bit more money, because they tend to attract people by paying them more than their current people, right? Because it's a twisted way of doing things, but it's how businesses operate a lot of the time. So so put your feelers out there if you're feeling a little bit like, change might be in the wind for you, because you could have something very interesting that you discover along your path. I'm going to leave all that there for you, Scorpio. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please do take a moment and hit like on this video. I greatly appreciate it. Lets me know you resonate with the reading in some way, but it also lets YouTube know the same thing, and then YouTube shows it to more people. So I really do appreciate that. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic month ahead, and happy birthday to you all, by the way, as well. So I will see you guys later. Bye.